Hey, I'm Sean from LRS Consulting, putting out the Regina Business Blog at www.reginabusinessblog.com. And today I wanted to talk about an article that appeared in Saturday's Leader Post in the business section, or the business page actually, that we put out in the Leader Post. And that was about the Regina District Chamber of Commerce putting out I guess a recommendation to the provincial government about how to decrease the education portion of our property taxes. And I thought that this was there's a piece on here by Neil Scott does a story, and Bruce Johnstone does the editorial piece. I'll link to those in the post. But what I thought was really great about this story is that the Chamber of Commerce is giving the government a story that they can take to the public and make it tangible for people to buy into, and the fact that I think that this plan will actually really work. You talk about something like, government needs to reduce their debt. Well, that's not a very popular issue, because when you're dealing with over $1 billion worth of debt, people can't, with those big numbers, people can't wrap their heads around, well, what's the interest on that, and what's it gonna do for us. But what the Chamber of Commerce has done is come up with a way to tie a popular issue, I would think, which is getting rid of the education portion of the property tax, and tying that in with the reduction of debt as a way to do that. And Bruce Johnstone makes a good point in his article. When it comes to budget time, a lot of people will be going to the finance minister and saying, okay, our group wants more spending in our area, but we also want you to reduce our taxes. And that doesn't quite work. Granted, at this point in time, with the potash numbers not being where they are, this might not look as good as it would have, say, being announced a year ago. But I really think that this is a great example of how creating a story that people can actually relate to. The common voter can relate to the fact that if we pay down the debt, our education portion of our property taxes will go down. And the other great thing that I think this does is it actually comes up with a solution to both of those problems. We want more spending and we want to pay less tax. Well, the only way you're going to do that is by increasing your population base and your tax base. So the Regina Chamber of Commerce has really come up with a great way to pay or reduce the taxes that we pay by paying off the debt and using the interest that we save to reduce the education portion of our property tax, which in turn, which is where the Regina Chamber of Commerce, where their motive comes in, is that it'll make Saskatchewan a better place to do business, because businesses will have to pay less tax, their employees will have to pay less tax, and that's a good thing. You get more stuff for less tax per person. So you can't argue with that. So to the Regina Chamber of Commerce, great job with your proposal. Now, here's hoping that the Saskatchewan Party government takes that into consideration and actually makes it part of their budget.